everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. The time for talk is over as we are just mere moments away from the Super Bowl. Two teams now have a chance to prove they are the best. It's the Colts going up against the Buccaneers. So the time has come. Let's send you out to the stadium and join the two men that will have the Super Bowl call. Here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to rain-soaked Miami, Florida. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here between the Indianapolis Colts and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They come up in an offset eye.
Check safety. Alert.
Here's Davis now. And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4.
Three down. Move. Blue 80. Call. Undercrush.
And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They go again with Davis. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Here we go.
Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And that play was what every defense is wary of. The big strike attempted downfield, but they were in excellent position. They didn't get fooled. And while he didn't come up with the interception, was able to bat the ball down.
So on 4th down, the Colts will turn it over to Pat McAfee to punt this one away. This is fielded at the 27. Stays on his feet. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
I got him. Sonic. Check 9.
And a first carry here for Charles Sims. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Key to tight end. Ready. White. Bang. Ready. Blue 80. Bang. Easy.
Six guy. Check 6 guy.
Sonic.
Showing 8.
Sonic,
In motion comes the tight end left. Jameis to throw it. Going up top. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And this offense can air it out, and when they do, you have to key on Mike Evans.
And we do think about his catch radius first and foremost. A tall, lean receiver, but he actually can make some agile plays as well.
Check 31, check 31.
They brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
Kill. Easy.
3rd and short yardage. Winston buying time to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And it's now 4th and 3.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
He gets this away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession. Let's see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
Easy.
The slot man in motion right. Now Davis. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a game.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. They come out here in the eye.
Alert. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
They'll run with Davis. And he's got some space here. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And Hilton, the man in motion. On the carry, it's Davis. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Here's the offense, and if you're the defense, Charles, you really have to focus on that guy that's highlighted on the screen.
You're talking about pure speed. T.Y. Hilton can get down the middle of the field and really stretch a defense.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10.
Turn up. 59. Under 10. 10. Check. Fresno.
In motion left goes Hilton.
Roy.
And a first carry here for John Crockett. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
Let's just go ahead and go back through that play with his eyes, because he's got to read his keys. Run or pass right off the top. You're probably going to read an offensive lineman to see if he sets up in pass protection, or if he fires out for a running play. The next thing is you're going to check and see what the back's going to do, and if he ends up with the football, okay, now you got to check and see. Does an offensive lineman come downfield and try and block you? Are you going to try to elude him? Are you going to take him on and hold your spot? What are you going to do? In this case, didn't have to do any of that. Saw all of his keys, saw the play in front of him, and ran clean to the ball carrier and finished off the play.
The play clock's running down. From the gun on third down, Luck going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Vontae Davis.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon, so that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll toss it out to Sims. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Four down. Wait. Ready. Blue, easy. Watch the edge. Easy. Slam. Ready. White 25. Wait. Easy. Watch out. Flip it. Check. Flip it. Wide.
Second down, Winston. Forced out to his left. And Winston lost the football. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have. And the Colts coming out now. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Check.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out. Shift together here from the D-line. One receiver left is Hilton. Dwayne Allen in motion. On second down, here's Locke. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Vontae Davis. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. So out come the Bucs now. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Tight end's left. Flip it. Check. Ready. Blue waiting. Mike 52.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Following the interception, Winston. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Tight left. Even. 4 down.
A first down throw for Winston. A dump off to Sims. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
Here's Winston. Over the middle to Evans. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Jameis Winston and Mike Evans came into the league 1 year apart. They're going to continue to grow together. How about their first connection in this game?
Yeah, in the first 2 seasons for Mike Evans, both over 1,000 yards. What a way to start an NFL career. On 1st and 10, Winston. Complete to right. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2.
Ready. Blue wave. Easy. Be good. Flip it. Check. Ready. Let's go.
Again, it's Winston. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back.
You don't want that. You don't want that. You don't want that.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And on 3rd down, the Colts have added an extra defensive back.
Flooding the passing lanes.
Easy. Let's go now. Blue 80. Sonic. 25. Check 25. Ready. Easy. My 50. Sonic. Say. Ready. Blue 80. Hatch it. Easy. Ready. Blue 80. Jam. My 50. Get hyped already. Let's go. Ready. Blue 80.
Winston on 3rd and 2. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Charles Sims, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs are able to strike for 6. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. On the return, it's Niall Davis. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami.
Key to tight end. Key to tight end. 3 down. 3 down. Check out. Alert, alert.
Roberts the man in motion. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So 2nd and 10 here.
Tight on this side, boys. Tight on the left. Tight
And on the
left.
outside, they're playing press coverage.
Check out. 4 down. 4 down.
Here's Luck now on 2nd down. To the sideline, and a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. And with that, they're now out of timeouts and still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. Third down and 8 now.
Double up. Double up. He's coming. Double up. 622.
Throwing on third down. Luck. He's going to fire one deep. Middle. And got his man. Complete. And a big 32-yard play on third. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there. Little pitch play, toss play. Allows the running back to get some vision and some big guys to get out in front. This time they did it to the right side.
Yeah, went to the right side. Is there a preference, right or left, for a lot of these guys that run the ball at this level?
I know in the good old days, most teams were constructed to run to the right side. I can't tell you exactly why. That was the power side. The left side was what they used to call the quick side. But in this case, the power won.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They come up in an offset eye.
Alert, alert. Check 13. Right. He's coming.
They run with Crockett, and he'll get this one down to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Check out. Switch.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. Roberts with it over the middle. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, But you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey, boys, we got four down.
Luck, and he takes it in for a Colts score. Andrew Luck taking it in. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
And the sneak works on 2nd and goal. They didn't wait until it was 4th down to try and get him across.
No, and I think if you're the QB, you like these plays. Don't you? I mean, you want to hand it off sometimes, but also prove that you can get it in there as well.
Yeah, it makes you really part of the gang, doesn't it? It makes you part of the crew, and it really bonds you with those big offensive linemen because then you get to celebrate with the big fellas.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now the Buccaneers offense gets set to head back onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Wait. Out. Easy. Wait. Check your hot read.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. And right with it here over the middle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. And they're going to speed things up here.
Flip it. Easy. 52's the mic. Watch Mike.
And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Wait. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Easy. Alert 3. Ready. Blue ready. 3. Flip it. Watch twist. Easy. Kill. Sonic, flip it. Shit.
Jameis now on 1st down. Flushed out right. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it, but... It's not inbounds, incomplete.
Partner, they're less than 2 minutes ago in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellas in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York.
82 is mine. I got 82. 82 is mine. 25. Easy.
And the back goes into motion.
Flip it. Wait.
Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. A dump off to Sims. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
1st down, Winston. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And quickly, they get to the line.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, But we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch them close to the spot. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Winston now to throw on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose. Brings up second down. Ten yards still left on second down.
Lucky.
One receiver to the left is Evans.
Ready. White 25. Flip it. Flip it. Check 31.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. A second down throw for Winston. His throw caught at about the 5. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And another timeout taken by the Colts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the D gets the sack on first, and now it brings up second down.
Tight right. My 50. Let's go now. Blue ready. Motion.
Now Jameis on second down. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Willie Snead as the first half is winding down. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Check 50.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On first down, it's locked. Caught left side by Hilton. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Yes. Let's go, Mexico. Watch the ship. Hey.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together.
Alert. Kill. Wrong. Under 10.
Now a 1st down throw. Lock. Now a hit, and Lock lost the football. It's out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. But they will not be able to capitalize as... Do you seriously just skip the halftime of the Super Bowl? Who does that? It's a Super Bowl. Watch the halftime show. All right, here we go. 3rd quarter action now. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start the 3rd quarter. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Cutback, left sideline. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Charles Sims, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Charles, they had 6 DBs out there. They were thinking pass. They surprised him with a long run.
I wonder if they saw that and just checked to it. Maybe had an audible and said, you know something, against 6 defensive backs, let's run the football. Let's get our big guys downfield and match up with the littler guys and see if we can create some space. And not only did they create space, they created a path all the way to the end zone.
Halfback sent in motion. Winston to throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. The Bucs ready for the kickoff, and here we go. It's in the air. Returnable here for Davis. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down is Locke. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
And the offense looking to pick up the 1st down after the 2nd down incompletion. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. And the slot man goes in motion left. Luck. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And coming off a 1-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Following the interception, Winston looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Their dangerous wide receiver. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Returnable here for Davis. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Check. Hurry. No. Off. Second out. Blue 80. 7. Mexico. Check 3. Monday. Check 24. Monday. Checking. Crash. Roll.
Time running out here on the play clock. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
The good old toss play, and this time they go to the left side, so give a lot of credit to the offensive line. Center, guard, tackle, able to seal that side, but the guy that we don't give enough credit to, wide receivers. They have to do a great job of blocking downfield, otherwise that play can be spilled in the backfield. In this case, everyone handled their responsibilities, and they picked up really nice yardage.
So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
Check. Hurry. Tighten up. Joker. 25. Check 25. We're rolling.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Hey, watch the ball. Alert. Safe. Check 4. Rolling. Patchy. Second out. Blue 80.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield.
Reset. This is our time.
Play clock winding down. Throwing is locked. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Dwayne Allen in motion.
Banjo.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. They're going to go. It's locked. Now this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it doesn't pan out, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field, and they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Switch. Flip it. Rush in.
Jameis now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. One receiver to the left is Evans.
Switch. Ready, blue, ready. Sonic.
Check. Lucky.
Now Jameis on second down. Caught by Snead over the middle. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
A first down throw for Winston. He's got time. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on first and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now a second down throw for Winston. And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now third down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
So a second down incompletion now brings up third down.
Easy. Let's go now. Blue ready. My 50. Check 24.
Third and long for Winston. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's fourth down. That's a tough one not to hang on to on third and goal, but good job defensively to get there and jar it loose.
Agreed. That was really, really nicely done because there's no pass interference on the play. Timing excellent to get in there and knock it away. A win for the defense, and it brings up fourth down.
So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Returnable here for Davis. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end. That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Thirteen, fellas, 13. Watch 13. Let's go, Brown. Let's go.
Here's Luck now on second down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Levante David. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off here by C.O. Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. One receiver left is Hilton. They go back to the air here after the INT. Going for the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts. And that'll bring up second down.
Double tight. 4 down.
Check out. Blue 60.
Mike 2. I'm here all day.
The play clock's running down. Just beating the play clock is Locke. And he comes back with one complete. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Back to throw, Locke. And his throw is incomplete.
Very difficult night for the guys on offense. They've got to be looking at each other in the huddle and on the sidelines. How are we going to find some open space to complete a pass and find open room to run? This defense all night long has squeezed down the passing lanes, made plays on the football. It's really been a thing of beauty for them. He's got to figure all day long prepping for the game. They had to have talked about it again and again. Squeeze passing lanes and we'll be in great shape.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
80's getting the ball. 80's getting the ball.
Time running out here on the play clock. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Single.
Hurry.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Play clock winding down. Throwing on 3rd down. Locke. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback.
And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Hurry.
Mike 2.
Hurry.
Undercrunch.
They are going for it. It's Locke. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Levante David. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time, one-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Following the interception, Winston eluding the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. They'll get 16 yards there. And the Buccaneers are going to have a first down. They'll come out in the pistol. And the wideout in motion. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Jameis to throw it. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. 11 yards on the pickup. And it'll give the Bucs a first down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Sims. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Charles Sims with his third touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the interception by the Bucs D leads to a touchdown. And they're able to up the lead by one more. Back now here on EA Sports. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. They come up in an offset eye. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
Here we go with 2nd and 7. Shift together here from the D-line.
Check 37. Check 37.
Let it roll, let it roll.
Bang, 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 bang.
One day, 53. Let it roll, let it roll. Be right.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Two yards to go here on third down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. To Crockett on the ground. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Zach Kerr, the big defensive tackle, the one to get him down. Second down, 9 yards to go.
Check 31.
The play clock's running down. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Flare. 7. Kill. Alert. Kill.
Let it roll.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves them with a 3rd down and 8.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Tough spot for the offense. 3rd and 8.
Strong left.
Time running out here on the play clock. From the gun on 3rd down, Luck. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. David Irving in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long.